Indeed, we have to be conscious that the energy transition, the size of the world and a country specifically as India, is huge. It's huge, it requires huge investment and is a big endeavor. Also, we don't have to be naive on the fact that the energy transition is not only about sustainability, that is a very important element, but we always talk about the three dimensions of an energy system that includes sustainability, security, as you mentioned, but also energy equity. So what we have seen in our assessment and our evaluation is that India has been one of the very few countries that in the past few years has been developing on the three dimensions of this energy transition. And this is a very good signal because trade-off need to be made to some extent, and when a country is able to progress on the three dimension of this complex system, it means in the right direction. Then there is always the question, can we go faster? Can we go better and faster? And definitely there is need for more investment. There is need for great policies, and I think India has amazing policies put in place, and of course there is always opportunity to do better, but there are clear policies. There are clear policies not only for energy, to some extent, independence, more investment, etc., but also for possible export. I've seen what you are doing in terms of hydrogen. We have actually, as the forum, we have done a roadmap on hydrogen for India to look at how there is an opportunity for India not just to develop its own resources, but also to develop for export. So there are a lot of good signals, but it's definitely a challenging transition, the one that we are talking about, and having the right policies in place is a critical element.
But there are a lot of bold commitments that we saw happening in COP28. What is the WEF view in terms of these commitments which are being made by large economies, including India?
You see, the commitment is then has to translate in action. And as the forum, we are working with many companies and many governments to try to translate those high-level commitments in practical action. And what the government can do is really having clear policy, clear objective, and clear policies. And what the business can do with that is really invest and bring more money to the front. And so I think that's the opportunity we have, is to have that clarity and those investments flowing in. I would like to add one other element. India is one of those countries in growth, in dramatic growth, fantastic growth. And one thing that we have to try to do is to decouple the economic growth from energy consumption. Some people talk about efficiency, some people talk about energy intensity reduction. Fundamentally, we have to be smart in the way we consume energy. We want to get more out of a unit of energy so that the consumer can have more benefit, but we have to use as less energy as possible to get that enhanced benefit.
Right. India has kept a very ambitious target of being carbon neutral by 2070. What is your take on that target?
By what I see in all of the policies and all the enthusiasm and all the investment, I do hope that this is a minimum requirement, while I think India could achieve earlier this objective. Also because I think India is a very pragmatic country with a lot of business mindset, entrepreneurial, and the energy transition is also a huge business opportunity. And so I think this will be an opportunity for within India, but also for global development of business to accelerate the transition.